Hello, Todd Anderson coming to you today from the Ohio River Valley District of the West Ohio Conference in the United Methodist Church, and today I want to talk with you about the general rules of the church and also contact tracing. The general rules of the church were given to us by John Wesley. Do no harm, do good, and stay in love with God. 3 simple ways for us to be deeply connected together in community and to look outward to the world and to be deeply engaged in ministry. With the COVID-19 crisis in our midst, we now have an opportunity to be deeply engaged in trying to find some solutions to the matters that are before us. One of the opportunities that we have is to partner with the Hamilton County Board of Health. The Hamilton County Board of Health is asking us to participate in some contact tracing. In a little while, you're going to learn more about that. But right now, I want to talk to you about the 3 simple rules. We do no harm. One of the ways that we get to do that is by wearing masks, by staying socially distanced from our neighbors and from those that we care deeply about when we're in the store or wherever we might find ourselves out in the community. And the other thing is to remember the importance of staying home and staying safe. We do good when we engage in these kinds of practices because they come out of the deep reservoir of our faith. And it is an opportunity for us to stay in love with God because we are loving God's creation. And every human being that we come in contact with was created in the image of God. This gives us the opportunity to be deeply engaged in the 3 simple rules. In a moment, you're going to learn more from colleagues, the Reverend Dr. Suzanne Allen and the Reverend David W. Meredith, and the opportunities that we have to be deeply engaged here in the life of our district.
Hi friends, we as your Ohio River Valley District staff want to first thank you for your powerful witness during this time of responding to COVID-19. You have responded truly with the heart of Wesleyan Methodist spirit. You have balanced personal piety by gathering online for worship and on Zoom for small groups, and by devoting yourself to prayer for our region and for our world during this very difficult time. And then you have also responded with this social holiness, which we have seen in the way that you have gathered together resources to support food pantries and children's lunch programs and sewing masks and making sure that people are cared for in such profound ways. So we want to thank you for that. We want to provide another opportunity today and share with you this exciting opportunity we have to continue that work of social holiness in our region, calling on United Methodists because we're people who are people of trust, who are responsible, who are trained to interact with people in a caring, public kind of way. And so we've been invited to be a part of a team that works with Hamilton County to do this contact tracing. And I hope that you'll consider being a part of that team with us. When we think about contact tracing, of course, we've heard about that a lot in the daily briefings that we have been receiving. But I also want to share with you a few words from the CDC website, which remind us of why this act is so important. It reminds us that contact tracing is a core disease control measure that's been employed by local and state health departments for decades. And it is a key strategy today for preventing further spread of COVID-19. Immediate action is needed. Communities must scale up and train a large contact tracer workforce and work collaboratively across public and private agencies to stop the transmission of COVID-19. Isn't it amazing that we have been invited to be a part of this public and private partnership in order to be trained to stop the spread of COVID-19?
So the health commissioner, Greg Kesterman, the health commissioner for the Hamilton County, and I had a conversation on Wednesday about the need for contact tracing in order to sort of hold the virus in check as we move into more exposure and more relational interaction. So he was quite energized by the idea that we could expand the pool of contact tracers in Hamilton County by being able to provide some volunteer folks from United Methodist circles. So they are under pressure, significant pressure, to try to get contact tracing numbers to a point where they can actually follow the new infections as they emerge. So he explained this is what we will need contact tracers to do. One, we'll ask them if they could provide about an hour a day, 6 days a week, in which they would devote to pursuing a case that they're doing the contact tracing for. And the county's willing to buy and provide a phone number as a work number, a work phone for people, but it's all done by telephone. So it's not in-person meetings. It's not going out knocking on doors. It's all by telephone. So these contacts, if a person is willing to give an hour, they may be dealing with one initial contact and the whole circle of social relationships that spin out from that. If they have more time, 90 minutes, 2 hours a day, then they might get 2 cases to do that with. The trainings are scheduled for next Monday. This is the pinch. So if anybody in the cluster is interested, if you'll unmute and say so, that would be great.
I'm interested.
I'm interested as well. Yeah, sounds like it might be interesting.
And we're to invite others to be a part of this?
You can invite others as well. Yes. Are there others interested in the circle?
Yeah, did you get me?
I got Janine, Paula, Joe.
I can't. Yeah.
Steve, Stephanie. Okay, great. Thank you.
I hope that you will join us on Monday as we are a part of this work of social holiness in the name of Jesus.